So, ma'am, if you would share with us the outcome of the court ruling today.
Well, not unexpectedly, the magistrates declined our application. We expected that that would be so. And we pointed out the law, which makes it very clear that one must be given a date for trial at the next possible trial date. We even asked that the state bring the set-down book to court, but the magistrate says he has no power to do that, which naturally we disagree with, because a section in the CPNE Act is for the court to interpret. So when you get a magistrate who says, I cannot, in fact, tell the state to implement provisions of the law, you ask yourself, so what is the magistrate in court for? Because we are in court because of the Criminal Procedure and Evidence Act. Now, when you get a magistrate saying, I have no power to actually tell the state to comply with provisions of the CPNE Act, you ask yourself what law we're talking about.
All right, the ruling was supposed to be delivered at 2:15 p.m. and it was delivered just now. What do you have to say about that?
We've become used to being treated like this in all the Sikhala cases. You will recall that the other week we were in court at 9. We were told that the matter was before the Deputy Chief Magistrate, who referred us back to Court 14. Court 14 referred us back to the Deputy Chief Magistrate. Deputy Chief Magistrate had to come to court to actually say he is not seized with the matter, and at about 11:30, the matter was given to a different magistrate who was in the middle of a trial. So you can see that the Sikhala cases are not being treated in the same way that other cases are, and we as defense team are extremely disrespected, because they don't even phone to say, oh, we have other matters, please come an hour later. So you come to court expecting a ruling at 2:15, and a ruling is only made at 4:15.
And what also do you have to say about the trial date that was set for 21 November?
The November trial date is a deliberate ploy to keep him in custody on the basis that, oh, we have already given him a trial date. This is why they are failing to give us the state papers. If the docket is ready and the matter is ready for trial, surely you should give us the state papers. We've asked for the state papers over and over again, even in writing, and they've not been given because we know that they are not ready with the trial date. And the magistrate is refusing to order them to bring the set-down book to court to show when the next available date is, because he is aware that there is, in fact, no ready docket. This is just a deliberate ploy to ensure that he's kept in custody.
That is just unique to Job Sikhala.
It's unique to Job Sikhala. You saw other people walk into court last week from home in their fancy suits, and you saw them being granted bail on the 10, only one night in custody, and the court said, he didn't say that, oh, my ruling will be ready next week. The very same magistrate granted bail on the 10. And yet Zach says we have a watertight case. In our cases, they rely on grounds that we have a very strong case. When the same is said by the state, in other cases, the court disregards that and gives them a bail and the freedom to roam around. So you can see that justice is not even in Zimbabwe. Justice depends entirely on who you are and entirely before which magistrate you appear. It has nothing whatsoever to do with what our statute book says is justice.
Izvi zvinhu zvagara zvinotorwadza, hazisi zvinhu zvinotomanakidza zvachose. Fanike kana uchiona munhu achishungurudza kudai so, munhu achinge asina mhosva.
Semhuri muri kuzvitora sei?
Zvinhu zvakaoma kugamuchira. Unongoziva kuti kuona munhu achisungirwa mhosva isingakwanisi kusimuka pakati pedare. Hatina kana kwatinenge tichienda.
Honorable Sikhala has been denied bail, a clear travesty of justice, because the state could not be able to provide reasonable explanation as to why they are postponing the trial to the 21st of November. We believe that pre-trial detention is something that must be acceptable. And it's a clear sign that we are sliding back into executive tyranny, where the judiciary is rendered incapable of protecting citizens because their liberty and freedom is guaranteed by the provisions of the Constitution. So it's something that is very worrying to us, and this is a trend that is happening in the country where the state abuses, particularly the law, to weaponize against political opponents, journalists and other people.